right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing more Ace Combat 6 multiplayer. We're keeping it going. We're starting with a strong, hold on, 64.57%. It's a pretty good number if I do say so myself. That's a pretty good number. That's a damn good number. 64%. I'll take it. Anyway, let me just get the lobby right open as quick as I can. Granted, the boot up time on Xbox is not the best. Ooh. Is that my Xbox being weird or? Ho ho. Oh, that audio's delayed. Okay, hold on a second. I can fix that. It's making all sorts of noise at me. I need my source projector back. Thank you. We're good. Back in sync. I found your compilation videos of playing all the Ace Combat and Metal Gear series, and they were top notch. Definitely deserve more recognition for those. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sitting on the Resident Evil one for a rainy day. I guess, well, I was gonna say there's no point to sit on it. And then okay, hold on. I'm flip-flopping in my head before I can even finish a thought. I'm having a new thought. I have the Resident Evil one ready, right? Like, I did all of it. I just have to put it together. But then I was gonna say I might as well wait for the Requiem DLC to come out so that I can like get through that first. But like at that point, if I do that, then I'm gonna end up waiting for the Code Veronica remake, and by then they're probably going to announce something else. I feel like I just have to do it at some point. Otherwise, I'm never truly gonna be caught up. Resident Evil gets too many games too often. Which is a good thing. It's a very good thing. But good luck with your plane game. Thank you. One can only dream of, well, 70% will almost definitely not happen today, but maybe like 68? 69 would be ambitious. But it's possible. Hello, Aben. I'm going with Aben. Hello, Bob. There are signs of life on Ace Combat 6 today. This is a good thing. Found OG copies of MGS 2 and 3 for $15 each. I got. I think that's about what mine cost. Thankfully, Metal Gear is like, well, for the most part, Metal Gear is a big enough series that even trying to go back and buy the old games, like, there are so many copies out there. There's certainly no shortage of copies of, especially MGS 3, floating around. What are your thoughts with AC-8 that you can have 2 special weapons? I like it. Should have been done a few games ago. I didn't love the idea, and like, after playing AC-8 for a few hours, I'm still very torn on it. Because on one hand, like, it's fun to just have like the big blow shit up button for literally anything you come across. It's fun. But on the other hand, it really does mess with the balance of the game. It makes the game far easier than it otherwise would be. And it's noticeable how much easier it makes the game, which I'm not huge on. I like the balance of needing to choose something that you specialize in And also, I think if they were gonna do 2 special weapons, I think they also should have done more than 3 possible options for special weapons per plane. Because the way it is, since there's 3 choices and you get to take 2 of them, it kind of just ends up feeling like you're only choosing the special weapon that you don't want to use rather than choosing like the 2 that you do, if that makes sense. Like, you're basically just sitting there and going, okay, what's the worst special weapon on this plane? And you're just not choosing that one, is kind of how it ends up feeling.
Enemy kill confirmed.
We take those. Got OG Snake Eater. They didn't have subsistence. That's fine. Because, like, honestly, as much as I love the new camera angle, the third person on MGS3, I think I like the classic camera a little more. Which is a weird thing to say. You will never hear people say that. Although, I guess, I know that speedrunners prefer the classic camera angle. Like, a lot of the speedrunners on MGS3 prefer it. But I'm a filthy casual, and I don't know, there's something about it that, like, even though the third person is more convenient and everything, that fixed camera in MGS, just, there's something to it. It feels nice. HD collection is subsistence. Yeah, like, literally every single later release of MGS3 has both cameras. So if you picked up, like, Master Collection, you would get the third person cam on that.
Shut down.
Fun fact, the gap between Tekken 6 and Tekken 8 is longer than the gap between Tekken 1 and Tekken 6. I'd believe that. Oh, we traded there? I didn't see the destroyed pop up. I'd believe that. If you had the option before starting the campaign to carry 2, 99% would still want to use 2 because why not? I feel like it would be a fun novelty option, but I probably wouldn't use it most playthroughs. Like, if they did make it an option. Also, at least in the build that we played, it was only certain planes that could use 2. Like, not every single plane could carry 2. I don't know if that's how it's going to be, or if it's just because there's, like, some way that you have to earn or unlock 2 specials in the game, and we didn't really have the chance to mess around with that. Like, I'm not really sure. Although apparently there's a good amount of stuff in that build that might not be the way it is in the full release, because they just did that interview that people were sending me on Discord this morning where they said that the difficulties were called, like, easy, normal, veteran, elite, and then ace. And I went back to look at my footage, and in the build that we played, we only had 3 difficulties available, but they were easy, normal, hard. There was no veteran or elite difficulty. It was hard difficulty in the build that we played. So it seems like there's a lot of stuff in the version that we played that may not be what's there on release. They also said in that interview that the game is 99.99% done, and that's horseshit. From what we played, that's total horseshit. They're just saying shit at that point. Maybe they could get away with like 98%. But no, that's horseshit. There were multiple levels in the build that we played that weren't even done. So, like, if they're still working out scripting and functionality for some of the campaign missions, that's not 99.99% done. Or months old. Yeah, we don't know how old the build was. They wouldn't tell me. They wouldn't tell me how old that build was. I tried to ask. probably one of those beat the game difficulties. They said that all of the difficulties except for Ace will be there for like available for a first playthrough, and then Ace is unlockable. But yeah, like there were only 3 difficulties available in our build, not 4, aside from Ace, because it's supposed to be 5 total with it from what they said. And then the hard difficulty was just called hard still. So I'm not sure. But a lot of stuff from that interview doesn't seem to match what we played, at least. I also went back and checked Tasha's hair. And in the build that we played, her hair did not change at all. But that might be like one of those last minute details that they're adding. Or maybe there's a time skip, like just a one big time skip like later in the campaign or something. I don't know. Like maybe that. Maybe it won't be so gradual. It will just be like boom time skip, you know? But the furthest in that we got to see was mission 11. And at least in what we recorded, her hair didn't change at all. Talking about different designs for characters 3 months apart. Yeah, I saw that. Like, cause like Tasha was just their one example of that. Is Tasha's mom Heartbreak 1? I don't think so. I would assume not, because her dad is in the game and he's just a totally new character. We've never seen or heard of him before. Oh god. What the fuck was that ping? I saw some wild theories. Yeah, I don't think she has any like connection to existing characters. Oh. I'm sorry for that one.
Warning, incoming missile.
Up to $20 bid. What?
Missile was evaded.
$20?
Target hit.
Ooh. I'm stuck.
Enemy kill confirmed.
There is a time skip. I hope we're no longer on the carrier after. Yeah, it's a bit interesting with that bit of text, because like it could mean literally the entire campaign. You're locked to carrier aircraft, or it could be that at some point you what's it? Secure like a solid enough base on land that you use that from that point on. Like, we don't know. I did mention, because the theory popped up really quickly with that it would only be for certain missions, because there's that bit in the trailer of them on the runway, like cheering or laughing or whatever. And I mentioned, like, my memory's not 100% on whether that's the scene that I'm thinking of or not. But when we played, I think it was like mission 2 or 3 or something, like literally right near the start. There's a mission where you capture like an airbase on land, and then there's a little cutscene after that's there. And then you go right back to the carrier. Like, you don't actually stay on that base. You just capture it and move on. I think it is White Valley. That sounds right.
Return to base.
So, I don't remember well enough, and we weren't allowed to capture that mission, so I can't, like, go and look. But I'm not sure which way that's gonna go. Genuinely. I don't know if it will be, like, only for certain missions or what. I don't mind the carrier thing for the first playthrough. My one thing is, like, as long as once we get to New Game Plus, it's just, you know, go ham as long as you're selecting the setting for it. That's cool. If it's only in free mission that you can select that setting, then that kind of sucks. It's kind of a coin toss on that one. But I wouldn't mind doing a full base campaign playthrough with just carrier aircraft, you know? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, because this could be old Ace Combat brain rot, and this could not be real. Like AC2, AC5, right? But the F-22 is, like, carrier capable, right? I think. There's lots of carrier aircraft in the game from what it seems. There's definitely a lot of carrier aircraft in the game, yes. F-22 is not. Okay, that is old Ace Combat brain rot. I think. Hold on. No, it is not carrier capable. I had to look. Yeah, that is like AC2, AC5 brain rot. How goes the eternal grind? Pretty good. Any advice for a player that doesn't play multiplayer that much? Just use your high G and pray. You kind of get a feel for it the more that you play with it. And also, I tend to not really go for kill shots unless I'm really close. But I also shoot a lot in AC6 specifically, just because things are so fast in this game. I tend to get pretty close if I'm actually trying to get a kill shot like that. But I do fire missiles a lot just to, like, threaten and keep the other player moving and not, like, give them too much room, but it's weird. It's like feeling that out. It is the tricky part with multiplayer stuff, but it's not bad. It just really does come to you the more you play it. I'm also looking forward to AC8 more than GTA 6. I'm not even buying GTA until at least next year, so. Anyone else who plays feel like a gladiator fighting for the amusement of others? No. No, totally not. What are you talking about?
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
For some reason, there's actually footage of some of the cutscene of the base mission online. Wait, what? There is? I wonder... Because a lot of people, and I talked about it, I didn't name any names aside from people who I know, like people I'm friends with in the community. But a lot of people who were at the capture event did release some footage that they weren't supposed to.
Missile missed.
So I wonder if someone maybe also recorded some of the stuff that we weren't supposed to. Because, like, the capture cards were set up the entire time. We just were told not to use them until, like, a later portion of the event, right? Just don't hit the record button. So I wonder if someone recorded bits we weren't supposed to and uploaded them online. It would be crazy, but that's like the only way I could think of that would happen, you know?
Missile was evaded. Fired.
We had another leak, Katsuragi from 4 in Dragon Engine. Who's Katsuragi again? It's like a name that, you know, I remember it, but I can't, like, put a face to it.
Lock on.
The big forehead guy. I might need more than big forehead.
Shut down.
Never mind. I'm gonna have to Google him.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Genuinely. Oh, well, I'm getting an aircraft carrier.
Missile was evaded.
Oh! Oh, okay. That guy. And he looks the same? I was kidding about the leak anyway. I was gonna say, I would be surprised if they didn't swap him for a likeness actor, you know? I hope they limit high G on MP. Maybe, you know, maybe MP is different. There's certainly no limit in the single player.
Fired.
Oh, I'm so dead. Or no, maybe not. Can you still drift the planes backwards in 8? Probably not. Because the high G is more like Ace Combat 6 high G than Ace Combat 7. Thank God. Ace Combat 7's high G was terrible. I mean, it was great. It was good. Not terrible like it wasn't useful. The issue was that it was too useful and there was never a reason to not use it. The high G is a lot more like balanced and unique to each plane in 8. That one missing is insane. The one that he like turned into there, I cannot believe that that missed. my god, what am I getting shot with? Good lord.
Crashed.
I tried to turn around. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get this bitch.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
I love the videos of people doing free missions in 7 just flying around like they're playing SSX Tricky. Yeah, it does actually look like that. Genuinely.
Missile was
God, remember the old SSX games, chat? Ooh,
shut down.
fuck. Didn't see that coming.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy. Fire. Missile missed.
Son of a bitch. Lock on. Damn you, Valentine. I'm so dead. Yeah.
Shut down.
I'm stalled out. Well.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy. Missile was evaded.
Chat, I don't think I'm gonna win this one. I don't think I got this one.
Fired. Stage complete. All aircraft return to base.
So close. Oh,
Alpha 1,
I'll take it.
engage the enemy.
I'll take what I can get. Okay. Yeah, let's do the thing. Are Sam strong in 6? They are if like the person that you're shooting them at isn't ready for them, but if they are, they're pretty easy to avoid in 6 just because planes are so mobile in this game. Like, planes can turn a lot faster in AC6 than they can in most Ace Combat games. And move a lot faster in general, I guess. Good unless someone else has it, yeah. Sam jousting can feel a bit pointless, but they're pretty good. I'm not playing. Work has drained me. Okay. I'll do what I must. If you decide to stream Halo CE and are doing co-op, I'll be happy to join as the 4 in the game launch day. No. I play one man, one chief. How are we referring to the new one? I said to False that I like saying CE make. Like, you know how in the RE community people do like RE make, RE2 make, RE3 make, 4 make, whatever. I actually like CE make. CER is probably what it will end up becoming, but I kind of like CE make. Maybe that's just because I'm from the Resident Evil side, I don't know, but I like it. It feels right. Something about CE make, I like it. But it probably will become CER. Like, the general community will probably adopt that term, I would guess.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Full disclosure, I don't have the CFA unlocked. It's fine, we're just... When we whip out the CFA on Siege Battle, it's because we just want to get a quick Siege Battle in by using the EML to make the game go fast. Because Siege Battles can take up to like 40 minutes. They normally don't, but they can, is the issue, which makes them super tedious to try to get done. But if you whip out a couple of EMLs, you can speed it up a lot. Fingers crossed it's successful. I don't know if it will be successful. Although I say that, but then like when the pre-orders went live, it was the top selling game on PSN for like 2 days. Just off of pre-orders. So at least on PlayStation, it seems like it's going to be pretty successful. PC and Xbox will be harder to guess, but it's looking pretty positive for PlayStation sales, at least.
We have radar lock on.
How did those not hit me?
Missile strike confirmed.
Oh my God.
Alpha 2 crashed.
That'll get him.
Shut
Oh.
down.
Okay. You found out how busted EML is at anti-ground. I think so. All I remember is someone spawning with EML and just aiming it at the ships over there, objective C, and the entire objective just disappeared like in an instant. That's all I remember. And our jaws collectively dropped.
Operation Bravo.
Thank you for the
complete.
gift, DS.
Operation Alpha complete.
Okay.
Move on to another airspace. You're doing
Necrene
great.
Ezekiel.
Continue on with the mission.
I got it.
Operation Charlie complete. Enemy forces within Operation
Ugh.
down. Target coordinates have been set. This is the last group.
Oh, do you unlock it from
What is
hard
it, Pillow
mode?
Princess?
What is a pillow princess? Who's gonna tell her?
Engage the enemy.
Who's gonna tell her? The woman needs to know.
down.
It's you, my ass. Don't you tell her it's me. Don't you do that. Chat, I have to think of, what's that? I have to think of new torture methods.
29 months since the simpler times of Armored Core. How long?
Oh.
Enemy forces are hanging on by a thread. Almost
I could
done
show
here.
you, baby.
Get the fuck out of my call right now.
Thank you for the 29 months, DS. No, it's, what's it? The 29 months is since Ace Combat.
Stage complete. All aircraft return to
Because I distinctly remember DS commenting somewhere when the voting started near the end of Armored Core. And saying, like, if you do Ace Combat, you have my sub.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
And then I had already planned to do Ace Combat. Like, I had already locked it in. I remember messaging it to False and just being like, LOL. He doesn't know. It was already locked in at that time.
Fired.
17 months in the joint. Thank you for the 17 year ago. All right, Valentine, it's time. It's the insane reload that does it too. It is so fast, it's
Alpha 1,
ridiculous.
DSM is active.
I wish we had the old AC5 laser. What was that one called, chat? What's the one from the Falcon in 5 that is also fucking insane for air to ground? Could you imagine that in Siege Battle? The fuck is the command? It's that, but it has a TLS. Yes, thank you. The blue laser. Yes. That shit in this game mode would be so broken. I guess I'm not the main character. No, you see Blade. This is the strat, though, for quickly getting through Siege Battle. The EML is so broken for it because you speed through the attack side because it's so good for air to ground. Just blows everything up. And then you speed through the defending side because you shoot down the other planes and get like the 30-second respawn penalty every time. And just that whole round goes very quickly.
Crash.
Damn it.
Down to
Didn't realize how close I was. Need to smash the battle pass before GTA. The release of GTA is going to be such a shit show on the internet. I am not prepared for that. I'm genuinely not prepared for that. GTA 6 is firmly in the position of, like, no matter what releases, it could literally be the greatest game of all time. People are still going to be disappointed by it and say that it's a shit game. It genuinely just does not matter what comes out. The expectations have been brought so high for some reason that no matter what, it's going to be received pretty poorly by a lot of people. It's the same position that, like, Cyberpunk was in. Granted, Cyberpunk was a mess on release, right? But it didn't matter what they put out. Cyberpunk was never going to be received well just because the expectations were so high. Yep, that was an EML moment. I think it's hilarious they don't let you use the micro missiles, yet the EML is allowed. Yeah, I don't know why they banned micro missiles, but they still let you do this. I feel like the EML is way more powerful. EML takes skill. Not a lot. Ooh, I got qualmed. From the grave. Base game is $100. You just get a $20 discount for having half the side features removed. Exactly. I'm so pissed that they did that. I said it before. That's why I'm just going to wait for the PC release of GTA now. Like, I was kind of on the fence about it. I was considering maybe picking it up on console when it comes out, just to be able to play it when it comes out. But after they announced that, I was like, no. No. They're trying to nickel and dime this way too hard. I will buy one version of the game once it's on the better platform, and that's it. Like, I already hate that they delay the PC releases just to double dip the way they do, and that's been an issue for them for a while. But I already hated that. But then them adding on to that the $100 game thing, like where if you actually want the full game, you have to pay for the deluxe. And then they offer you a version that's $20 cheaper, but it has like half of the side shit cut out of it, which is so stupid. Genuinely, it's so dumb. I can see why EML has such a long cooldown in 7. Yeah. If you just get on target with 6s. I'm so sorry. That was awesome. Oh my god. Yeah, they absolutely do the PC release later just because then people will buy it twice. That is 100% the case. It's not about $20, it's about sending a message, ain't that right? It's true. Like, 20 bucks is 20 bucks, right? It's not like 20 bucks is a ton of money. But especially when you're trying to ask me to buy the game twice, and then you pull that. No. It is absolutely about sending a message of just, I don't want to support that. I don't want to feed into that, so I won't.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy. Alpha 2 to launch.
I'll wait until it's on PC. I waited for Red Dead 2 and didn't get the game spoiled to me and fucking loved it once it did come out on PC. I can do that again. Plus, there are so many games this year. I will be busy as is. It's not like I'm gonna be sitting here bored like, man, I wish I was playing Grand Theft Auto 6 right now. Like, I'm already gonna have so much shit going on this fall. I'm not really gonna miss it, you know? RDR2 is so much better on PC. It really is. Like, I remember when the PC version came out and we learned that the console version of Red Dead 2 was running on low settings at 30 FPS. It was wild when the PC version came out and we learned that that was literally the case. And even now, I think it got like a next-gen update to like increase the frame rate and the settings and stuff. But even the next-gen version of RDR2 is only like medium settings at 60. Which is weird, because I feel like they probably could have done high settings on the next-gen version, but maybe they just didn't really bother too much to like really optimize it. I don't know. But even like the next-gen buffed up version isn't really all that improved. It hasn't gotten any next gen version. Has it not? Does it just run at a higher frame rate on the same settings? Is that what I'm remembering? With it not really looking better? Is it just that the newer consoles can run it at 60, but no, like, visual improvements? No 60 FPS either? Wait, what? Bro, what am I thinking of then? Runs sharper at higher FPS, but still not perfect. What am I thinking of if not Red Dead? Cyberpunk? Maybe? I'm trying to think what else that could even be.
Shut down.
No, not GTA. Maybe Cyberpunk is what I'm thinking of?
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Might be thinking of GTA 5 update. Am I?
Stage complete. All aircraft return to base.
Those got you? Yeah, Qualms can do some crazy shit. Not Skyrim.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Bro, remember the last gen Cyberpunk? Oh my god. That is something that I feel like I forget about too much. Last gen Cyberpunk was like a gift from God. It reminds me a lot of the last gen version of Black Ops 3. I played it at launch. Oh no. Anyone here seen the last gen Black Ops 3? I want to buy myself a copy of last gen BO3 someday. Just, I want to have it. It's so funny. If you haven't, BO3 did get released on like PS3 and 360, but it looked awful. It looked like basically a high poly N64 game. And they have a couple of like the big BO3 zombies maps playable in it, but only like 2 of the 6 maps for zombies are in the last gen version. And both of them just look like these really cute like N64 style demakes of like the actual maps from what was the current gen version of it. That was multiplayer only on old gen. Yes, it was that. It was multiplayer only, like the campaign they couldn't even get working on last gen. And then they only ever put 2 of the zombies maps from the game over to it. But the 2 zombies maps that are there are so good. Hold on. And yes, last gen Richtofen became a meme because his face was so fucked. Hold on, last gen. I need to get last gen Richtofen up. Here. I'm just grabbing like the bit of the cutscene with him so that I can show. This was a real product released by Activision. I want you all to know. On the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Not that it looks like it. In 2015, by the way. What was the white flash? Where is his face? There's a, yeah, it's this screenshot of him that, hold on, my camera's partially covering him. This screenshot of last gen Richtofen became a meme within the community. That's an ugly PS2 game? No, this was on Xbox 360 in 2015. They really released this. It's so blurry because it's at such a low res. It's so good, man. Last gen BO3 is awesome. I need to buy myself a disc off of eBay or something because it's so fucking funny for no reason. Some poor kid in a squatter's house had only this to play. Poor guy. When is last gen AC8? I wish we got more of that nowadays. Like last gen versions that are so bad that they're like just funny. Like not even that they're depressing, because we get a lot of like releases on the older consoles that are kind of just sad. But we need more like that nowadays that are like so sad that they're simultaneously fucking hilarious. What'd you give yourself, LASM? This thing has no air-to-air specials in 6.
We have radar lock on. Missile missed.
The handheld ports that were just a different game. True. We have the Switch version of MK1. That was like a throwback to the old school, like funny last gen ports. Switch MK1 is crazy. I forget that that exists. It's just the key art smashed down to 100p and then aliased as hell. That actually would be really good. I am legit worried about the UE5-ism on AC8. Console version could be a fail. I'm definitely worried about that too. Like as much as I worry for the UE5 stuff on PC, the bigger worry for me is that like whatever the console version of the game is, like console players are just stuck with that. Right? At least on PC, it's like, oh, you can upgrade a component, you can tweak settings, you can install mods to fix things. On console, though, you're just stuck with whatever you get, right? So yeah, especially like base PS5, I worry we'll get a not great version if they don't get the optimization really worked out soon. It's definitely a worry.
We have radar lock on. Missile struck target.
Hey, Valentine, let me have some.
Missile was evaded. Warning, incoming missile.
Let me get some points. Spare any points.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
Oh, come on.
Missile evaded. Box 2.
Oh, come on, you bitch.
Enemy
Yes! Points!
enemy at 6 o'clock. Warning, incoming missile. Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
Sweet, sweet points.
Shut
Shit.
down.
Said the game was 99% done. Yeah, I've been calling bullshit on that.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Because, like, no. The quote was 99.99% done.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock
Which is,
on you.
no.
Warning, incoming missile.
That's just not at all what we experienced last month. It was very polished for being a few months out from release, but it wasn't that. It wasn't 99.99% polished. Unless it is. In which case, maybe add a percent if it really is. You got time.
Missile missed. Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
Son of a bitch.
Missile evaded.
Shit. Kono also said the last 3 missions are the greatest of all time. It's not exactly... It wasn't Kono who said it, either. But the actual quote there wasn't that the last 3 are, like, the best ever. They were talking about how many hours the team has been working for, like, the last few months trying to get the game pulled together. They were saying that a lot of the team members have actually been upset with them because they've been working so many hours. Basically, they're saying they've been crunching really hard and the team is upset with them. And they were kind of like, oh, haha. I can't remember who said it. It was whoever else was in the interview with Kono who said, I think that the last 3 missions of the game make it very worth it, though. Like, I think it was worth the crunch to get those missions the way they are. But someone, like, summarized the whole thing as... It was Shimamoto, thank you. As Kono said that they're, like, the greatest missions ever, and everyone's just been copy-pasting that.
We have radar lock on.
If Japanese devs are upset, they must never leave the office. It's true. If you get Japanese game developers upset that they're working too many hours, that's how you know you're working a lot of hours. Son of a bitch.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
We're finally getting gamer rights of ownership. California passed a law and EU is likely going to pass a law soon. I thought that California was passing it and that the EU had actually declined it. At least last I heard that was the case. I thought it had already been shot down in Europe.
Missile was evaded.
"25-hour story mode was also misquoted."
Missile
Wait,
missed.
hold on. Declined a proposal to make game devs make games available forever. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that that had already been proposed and declined in Europe, like just recently.
Careful now, they're tracking you on radar. Warning, incoming missile. Fox 2. Missile struck target. Missile evaded. We have radar lock on.
EU Commission for the initiative declined it, but some parliament members are still in favor of changes. Okay. Mirage is rough. I thought maybe the point scaling would be able to balance it out, but that thing is even rougher than I remember. Sorry, hold on. Found the actual article it came from, and Shimamoto also included Ace's... Oh, ace hunting in the 25 hours. Wait. So the actual quote was him saying that, like, playing the campaign and trying to get all of the aces will take 25 hours. This is the first I've heard this, actually. Because to be fair, I didn't go read that interview. Everyone was just like, yeah, he said 25 hours. I was like, oh, okay. Everyone was so like, yeah, that's what happened. But I was just like, all right, shit. It sounds reasonable if accurate. That sounds more realistic to me, for sure. Because I remember hearing 25 hours. I'm like, that's long as fuck for Ace Combat. Like, way longer than even the longest Ace Combat game, right? That's why I was so shocked by the 25-hour thing initially. But yeah, if that's including, like, hunting all the aces and everything... How long is ace hunting normally? It's normally like a full second playthrough worth. It depends on the game a little bit, but I would assume that that is like a whole second playthrough generally. That tracks why I couldn't weapon slide, frame rate too high. That would make sense. Even AC3 is only like 10 hours for all routes, if that. Yeah. I mean, I did all routes, like... What's that? I did them from the start fully every time instead of doing like the save point, you know, starting at the split thing that most people do. And I think AC3 took me like 20 hours to do that way. I don't remember, actually. Hold on. I have 26 hours played in AC3, and that's including the review playthrough and then 5 more playthroughs for stream. So yeah, I've done 6 playthroughs of AC3 in the span of 26 hours. I would have a lot of issues with a longer campaign. AC5 had a big problem with bloat. 5 had a problem with bloat? AC5? Granted, you're talking to the guy who 100%ed 0. But if you think 5 is bad, holy fuck. Don't actually try to 100% 0. Because holy shit. 0 is so much worse in that regard. I have 100% at 0. Bro, it's so much worse. Like, bloat-wise. Replaying 0 is actually fun. I think replaying 5 is fun, to be fair. I don't mind a little mission gimmick. It don't scare me. We're gonna do it again for the official achievements. Don't remind me. I'm not even done with 6 multiplayer yet. Don't make me think about redoing 0. In terms of the single player content, 0 is like the bloated AC game. It's one of those games, like 5 is the same way. Where it's like one playthrough, super fun. Going back and like playing it multiple times to do everything, kill me. Because 0 is more replayable, but it's not replayable enough to justify playing everything in the game like 20 times over for 100%. It's not that replayable. You know what I mean? Definitely more than 5, but 0 makes you replay everything like way more than 5 does. FYI, I think 3 is mid as fuck. Look, I've been saying this, okay? I think 3 gets very overglazed in this community. I think 3 is really, really fun, and there's like a lot of cool stuff about AC3. I definitely think 3 gets glazed a little too hard in the AC community these days. Granted, I feel like it's also kind of died down. I feel like it doesn't get as much glaze as it did like 2 years ago. Because like I love the story until the true ending. That shit pisses me off. I love like the anime style. And I like the flight model. But aside from that, AC3 is just like a very average AC game.
Warning, incoming missile.
I would love the flight in that game if they had actual analog control. If the thumbstick didn't have the weird-ass digital input that it does in the Japanese release. Because I know that it's different. International AC3 does have analog input on the thumbstick. But Japanese 3 doesn't. It has digital input on the thumbstick, and it's awful.
Missile struck target.
Like that one thing alone, if Japanese AC3 had proper analog control, it would be so nice to fly in that game. Because the flight model, like the physics in 3 are awesome. I still don't have an international copy of 3, by the way. I still never bought one. Someday. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. If I can buy a last-gen copy of BO3, I can buy an international release of AC3.
Warning, incoming missile.
I should have just machine gunned him.
Missile missed.
Bitch.
Fox 2.
Imagine US AC3 is cheaper than the Japanese one. I don't remember because I was buying it so long ago, but I think the Japanese release was cheaper. Like pre-import fees. Or if you find a version that's already imported, it would just be cheaper. But I think AC3 sold a lot better in Japan, so there's like more copies of it out there. It's not as valuable. You can get a copy of BO3 7th Gen for like $5 from GameStop. Well.
Shot down.
Oh. PAL release. I wouldn't want PAL release because of the refresh rate.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
The frame rate, I mean. I don't know why I said refresh rate. I mean, technically both, but, you know, frame rate.
Warning, incoming missile. Fired.
That old PS1 PAL goodness.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
He just tried to nosedive my SAM shot.
Missile evaded.
Did I see that right? I may have read that wrong. I don't know, but it looked like it. PAL AC3 was the first AC game I played. That's wild.
Alpha 1, engage the
The cinematic FPS. Yes.
enemy at 6 o'clock. Missile evaded.
People act like 30 FPS is unplayable. Depends on the game. Like, I would say 30 is never unplayable, but there are plenty of games where 30 feels like shit. For sure. Like, this game right now is playing in 30. AC6 plays in 30. Even playing it on, what's it, backwards compatibility on Xbox, it still plays in 30. It didn't get, like, the boosts. Didn't get any sort of performance increase or anything. And AC6 plays a lot better than you would think in 30. It's a really good feeling 30 FPS, weirdly. But like,
Missile was evaded.
I don't know, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a good... Well, I can think of a few good examples, but I'm trying to think of like a perfect example of a game that feels like shit in 30.
Lock on.
I almost had it. I was close.
Return to base. Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
25 hours included collecting aircraft, training, bosses, and mission variants. So they're saying it's like 25 hours to basically do everything there is to do in the single player. Not that it's a 25-hour campaign. Right? Just to make sure I'm understanding it right. They're saying more like you can get 25 hours out of it rather than it is a 25-hour campaign. Not that mission playtime will be 25. Well, no, what he's saying, he's reading the interview or the article. And apparently they're saying like it's 25 hours including menuing and cutscenes and also going back to replay some missions and what was it? Collecting all the aircraft, hunting the aces, like all that stuff. They're saying will take about 25 hours. GTA does feel like crud in 30. Not awful, but it doesn't feel good. He said that after the preview event and Summer Games Fest after seeing how people were interacting with everything. I don't think Shimamoto was at my preview event. I don't think he was there in LA. I could be mistaken and I missed him like entirely the whole day, but I don't think he was there. Which is weird thinking about it now because like the whole team was in LA pretty much, or at least it felt that way. I was telling False while I was there, I was texting her when I was like down eating my breakfast at the hotel restaurant the morning of the event. I was texting her, I'm like, you know, it's really funny just sitting here in this restaurant and being like, there are a lot of Japanese people here. Like 80% of the restaurant that morning was like older Japanese couples. And I'm just like, did Bandai Namco fly out everyone? And then I went to the event and they had so many devs there that I was like, oh my God, that was, it is just the event. I got out of bounds. Is this also a frame rate thing? A mausoleum.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Oh.
Keep flying at a low altitude. That airspace is dangerous. Missile evaded.
Basically any and all rhythm games. Yeah. Imagine bringing their partner. Yeah, I know.
Fire.
Imagine getting to bring a +1.
GSM is active. Altitude launch. Missile struck target. Shot down.
That is crazy. Oh, speaking of chat, earlier I was saying I need to come up with new torture methods, and by that I mean funny stream ideas.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Because False is planning to come here sometime in the relatively near future. Like here, like stay at my house here. Like I'll be streaming while she's here because we'll just be in the house. It's not like when I went to her and we like had to go get a place to stay. So I need to come up with things.
Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
What are you gonna make me do? Horrible things, awful things, really. You don't even want to know.
Missile was evaded.
Flesh tuber false? I would assume no camera. I haven't really, like, I don't know that for certain, but I imagine she would be more comfortable with the camera off.
Dangerous. Shot down. Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
The game will be a litmus test to see if players will like the inclusion of more sci-fi elements. What?
Radar lock.
The name IK Catcher seems super familiar. I feel like that he must like comment on my videos often. That name is very familiar. Like to the point where I feel like I can see a profile picture with it. That's a Reddit post, so it has like the little Reddit guy.
Shot down.
But I swear, like I can picture in my head the profile picture next to that name on YouTube. I feel like that guy absolutely watches my stuff because that name seems so familiar. But sorry, I say what because what's it? Ace Combat games like always have sci-fi elements in them.
Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
Like genuinely always. I can't really think of an AC game aside from like maybe Assault Horizon that doesn't. More AC through level? Yeah. Just a weird thing to say. Like, oh yeah, this will be a test to see if people like having sci-fi in Ace Combat. Like, what? It's always in Ace Combat. Live Tekken training? I don't know about that. I have a VTuber model for him, but he won't let me buy it. She wanted to buy me like a pre-made VTuber model. It's true. I told her to save her money.
Alpha 1, ESM is active.
Yeah, it was like a rigged and animated cat model. And I was just like, no.
Keep flying at a low altitude.
I like the arcade and PS1 games, bar 3. Yeah, the arcade games as well. But even like AC1 brought the flying fortresses in.
Shut down.
AC2 brought like the XFA and the ZOEs and stuff in.
Alpha 2's been shut
Like
down.
genuinely, there are sci-fi elements in like every Ace Combat game.
Engage the enemy.
No exaggeration. They're always there.
Careful now, they're tracking you on radar. Alpha 1, ESM is active. We have radar lock on. Shut down.
Damn.
Keep flying at a low
What torture were you
altitude.
thinking of?
That airspace is dangerous.
Well, why would
Alpha
I?
1, engage
Why would
the
I
enemy.
spoil?
Missile evaded. Alpha 2's been shot down.
I need to know if I need to decline my PTO. You're not allowed to.
Shut down. Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
There was a way to change it. There's a cheat,
Alpha 2 to launch.
I believe, if I remember right. I think the only way you can change it is by doing like a cheat code
Keep flying at a low
in
altitude.
AC1.
That airspace is dangerous. Fire. Shut down.
Whoops. Excited to see the plane roster. Yeah, the
Alpha 1,
lineup that we
engage
had
the enemy.
in the preview was like very standard.
Watch out, the
Like
enemy
pretty
is
much
on
just
you.
all planes that
Missile evaded.
you would expect any Ace Combat game to have. There were like no surprises or anything there. So I'm very interested in seeing the full lineup.
Target hit. Alpha patrolling the combat zone to help out our aircraft. Keep flying at a low altitude. That airspace is dangerous. Alpha 2's been shot down. You're leaving
Give me
combat
ACX
airspace.
fictional
Turn back
planes and a couple
immediately.
coffin fighters from 3. You don't seem to understand. All of that stuff will almost definitely be there. But it's going to be added later, like post-launch, as deluxe season pass content for the online mode. Or battle pass, not season pass, you know what I mean. It's all gonna be like premium battle pass content that gets added post-launch. Guarantee you. with like pretty much all of the legacy fictional planes, I'm putting my money on that.
Keep flying at a low altitude. That airspace is dangerous. Alpha 2's been shot down.
Not the worst case scenario. I mean, I guess worst case scenario is them not being there. Doomerism isn't enjoyable. The pattern is already laid out right in front of you with the Morgan from Zero. It's not even being Doomer. Like, they've just straight up, they've already put it in our faces. It's right there. And I'm not Doomer about games. I typically catch flack for being overly positive about game franchises that I'm into. Not being negative enough. I'm just critical where it's appropriate to be. And like, absolutely, they've already laid out this monetization model for us.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
That's the special Pixie Morgan, not the normal one. It's different.
Keep flying at a low altitude. That airspace is dangerous. Alpha 2 launch.
We'll see. I don't believe it. I know a lot of people have been saying that. I think that's the code.
Fox 2. Missile struck target.
Hello, Fuse on. Marathon? Hey, Marathon's fucking great if you actually try it. I'm telling you.
Stage complete. All aircraft return to base.
Like, I thought that game was going to be a stinker pretty much all the way up until I tried it out.
Engage the enemy.
And now I can't stop playing it. I played it this morning before stream. I had a little time before stream. I played a little. It was only one run, but I did. I played one run of Marathon right before stream. It's true. It was a good run, too. I got a lot of great shit. So I was like, damn. Now I have to log back off and not use all of this. Oh, hiccup. No hashtag ad. I just I like the game a lot. I wonder if I could script my bot to automatically start an ad break with that command instead of me needing to press the button. Wonder if Chole could do that. Soy sauce and Pepsi. Oh. It's not such a bad idea. Biggest issue is the color design in Marathon. I have no clue what's going on. It just looks like noise. Yeah. Chole has never had much, like, Chole thinks there's very, very strong contrast with it, which weirdly makes it super readable. But it does have a very abrasive color palette. 100%. It's not for everyone. AC8 Battle Pass is gross, but I also can't imagine anyone in chat wouldn't go premium. True.
ESM is active.
Like, it definitely is something that they went for because they know, like, any Ace Combat fan will go for the premium version, especially if you start putting in, like, legacy fictional planes on the premium pass. Because the premium pass, from what it seems, as far as Chole sees it, it's basically going to be the new version of like them implementing DLC planes. It's going to be the new, not version, the new avenue of them implementing DLC planes into the game. Like, you kind of buy the pass, the premium pass, knowing that you're really just paying for that plane more than anything, right? Especially because it's instant unlock. Chole feels like it pretty much just is the new way of doing DLC planes without like outright just selling the plane on its own. Even though realistically they're still kind of just selling the plane on its own because no one is really going to care all that much about like whatever, you know, nameplate or whatnot you include along with it. Everyone's buying it for the plane. Everyone's buying it for that plane. Absolutely. It's sort of implied you can get the plane without buying the pass. Where? Chole never saw anything like that. It's the phrasing. What? Instant unlock? You mean? Because instant unlock, if that is what you mean, that's just like the standard phrasing for battle pass models of like anything that you get as soon as you purchase it. Because you know how battle pass have like the tiers? Like they have tier 1, tier 2 that open up as you play. Anything that effectively is like tier 0, like you don't even have to play to get it, you just have to spend the money. That gets put in its own little spot that's called instant unlock. Like that's just the standard language in the industry. Reads as premium Ace Pass, you can still, or without premium Ace Pass, you can still get it. Chole doesn't think so. It's just the standard wording. It just means anything you don't actually have to like grind for after you purchase it. Caveman mode is over.
Alpha 2's been shot down.
The timer is just going. Oh! Maybe get a different version, but not the Pixie version. Yeah, I've seen that. I think that's cope as well. I don't see any, what's that? Like real indication as to thinking otherwise. Unless, of course, we get, like, the actual plane lineup for the game and we can see that there are 2 different Morgans. But right now, there's no reason for me to believe that you can get the Morgan without buying the pass. So I'm just not gonna, like, get my hopes up, or even more so, I'm not gonna like sit here on stream and get everyone else's hopes up for that, just for us to like collectively be disappointed when that ends up not being the case. Look, I'm very positive on games that I love, but I'm also a strong believer in realistic and healthy expectations. Not setting the expectations so high that you get like collective disappointment when the unrealistic thing doesn't come true. Lobbies on day one will be all the ADF X02s, and 3 days later, the F4. You will start getting in pretty much with the early access, actually. You're not wrong. It probably will be like that. Like, the first 3 days of the game are just going to be all Morgans, and then a few days later, everyone who bought the standard edition comes in with just the actual starter planes, and they have to work their way up from there. Is the premium version beneficial for me? Will I care? Really, the premium version is just about the early access, and then I think you also get the premium Ace Pass with it, right? Like the first one. I don't think they said if it will like extend beyond that. Like, I think you only get the Season 1 premium pass with the deluxe edition, if I'm not mistaken. How litigious of a company is Bamco?
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
I don't know, to be honest.
Alpha 2's
I
been
don't
shot down.
feel... I don't know. Oh, you get an an Ace Pass voucher that you could use for Season 1, but you don't have to. Okay. I imagine most people who get it will just use it for Season 1. And how many seasons are we getting? No clue. We only have any info on Season 1.
We have radar lock on.
They've said nothing about seasons beyond 1. I don't know. I think if you're a more casual Ace Combat fan, if you look at the deluxe edition and your thought is this worth it, then to be honest, it's probably not for you. Like, if you don't look at it and immediately think, oh, that's the version I should get, then it's probably not the version that you're going to be happiest with, if that makes sense.
Alpha 2's been shot down.
Because I think particularly, like, aside from early access, it basically just hinges on how much of an Ace Combat fan you are, more than anything. So if you're not like a huge Ace Combat fan, like if you haven't played all the old games, if that fan service stuff that's thrown in isn't going to appeal to you, it's probably not the version that you'll be happiest with. And the thing is, like, the only thing you're gonna miss other than the early access is like that premium voucher. And you could just buy the premium pass later. If you do end up getting really into the game and you want it, like, you can still just buy it. You don't have to take that guess on whether or not it will be worth it for you right off the bat, you know?
Missile evaded.
I bought the collector's version for the vinyl set. Yeah. Like, if stuff like that, if you look at it and you're like, oh, I need that, then yeah, you'll probably be super happy with it. But if not,
Boarding incoming missile.
you're probably pretty safe just going with the standard edition.
Crashed. Stage complete. All aircraft return to base. Alpha
You're telling me I can buy those planes and skins later? Yeah. As far as I know, as far as I'm aware, you can buy all that stuff later. Like, even if you don't get the deluxe edition. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can get everything later. Hear me out, chat. Tornado time. They seem to allude that everything will come later except 0. Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Like, that's the vibe I was getting. I think the only thing you miss out on by not pre-ordering is the port of 0. And even then, the port of 0 comes with the standard edition. So if you pre-order the basic version, you still get that. And you can just buy whatever else you want later. It's going to be like fighting games with Season 1, Season 2 unlocks for money. Yeah. That's definitely how I would imagine it will be. Find the frame display of collector pins from the JP Collector's Edition cooler. I do too. I think the Japanese Collector's Edition is way cooler, unfortunately. Which tends to be the case with a lot of Japanese games. Typically, the domestic release gets like the coolest Collector's Edition because they have a lot more freedom with it. Whereas the international stuff is a little more limited in terms of like what they can do and all that. Like the logistics of it. Whoa. If only I was rich and in Japan right now. Yeah, it would be nice, eh? Cough, cough.
Target destroyed. UAV launched.
Holy points. I get 1,700 a kill. They're supposed to fix the graphical issue. I'll have to keep an eye on it. The terrain issue, you mean? Because didn't the trees already get fixed? In like the last version, I think I heard. Trees, yes, but not geometry yet. Okay. So the the geometry is supposed to get fixed in upcoming experimental versions, right?
Ground target destroyed. UAV launched.
Stick to standard. I feel like it's just safer to stick with standard. Like if you're not sure. I feel like it is one of those things where if the deluxe edition is the version for you, you'll just know. It won't really be much of a question. If that makes sense.
Shut down.
I still kind of see black squares on trees, but only from a distance.
Ground target destroyed.
It's weird that it would only be at a distance and not up close.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
I wonder why.
ESM is active. Box 2. Missile struck target. Ground target destroyed. Missile launched.
Oh, it's not ready. Oh, it's not ready. Fuck.
Radar lock. Alpha 2 to launch. Warning, incoming missile.
Ooh.
Missile evaded.
Tornado makes points. It's because it's so shit. It's because it's terrible.
Ground target destroyed. Missile launched.
Is now partially fixed is what it says, nothing else.
Box 2.
Okay. I wonder why they're struggling with the transparency from a distance. Like specifically.
Missile was evaded. Ground target destroyed. UAV launched.
With the tornado in 2. It's a shame how it's fallen from grace. It's fucking dog shit in AC6. It's awful.
Strike confirmed.
It's the birds, they're spies.
ESM is active.
Birds don't exist.
Ground
They're all
target
surveillance
destroyed.
robots.
Missile launched.
She's true, or she's right, you know. It's a level of detail thing. Might be. It's just weird because like the issue is transparency. It's transparent material rendering that they're struggling with. But like, I wonder how they've gotten it figured out. How they've gotten it figured out up close, but not at further LODs. It's weird.
Box 2. Missile struck target. You're leaving combat airspace. Turn back immediately.
Because you would think it would just work at all distances.
Ground target destroyed. Missile launched. Alpha 2 to launch.
Probably has to do with AI code. Are they vibe coding it? Wait. Are they vibe coding Operation Liberation? Yeah, that's incredible. That's so fucking funny, actually.
Ground target destroyed. Missile launched.
AC6 Recomp is also vibe coded. Bro, with such a fucking community of nerds that is the Ace Combat community, does no one know how to program? I'm terrible with a bomblet dispenser. I'm not very good with it either, to be honest.
We have radar lock on. Ground target destroyed. Cruise missiles incoming.
But it's military nerds? Oh, you're right. The worst kind. Never mind.
Box 2. Warning, incoming missile.
Hi, Daddy.
Missile was
Do you believe they're gonna put the super plane of 8 as DLC, like they did with the Raven? The Raven from AC3?
Missile struck target.
Because no, I don't think AC8's super plane will be. I think super planes from older games will be for sure. Like already the Morgan, right? From 7?
Alpha 1, ESM is active.
No, the Raven from
Ground
7.
Target destroyed. UAV launched.
I'm not familiar with the ADFX Raven. What is it? Is it not the Raven from 3? The Night Raven? It's the final boss plane of AC7. The ADF 11. Is it DLC?
Alpha 2 crashed.
I thought I had that plane available in 7.
Missile launched.
Like before I bought the DLC. It's DLC for some reason? Oh. Why?
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
I was gonna say, wasn't the super plane from 7 the Strike Wyvern? But I guess I totally forgot about this one. You only get the Strike Wyvern. Yeah, okay. In my brain, the Strike Wyvern just was the super plane of 7. That explains a lot. I was over here so confused. I'm like, what? It was DLC? Honestly, then maybe. At least if they do like multiple super planes again, it's possible. But I don't know. I feel like they're moving in the direction of doing like legacy fictional planes as DLC. Again, like starting with the Morgan in season 1 to tie in with the Zero port and everything. But then from there, I would expect them to just do a whole lot of like legacy super planes for each season. New one should be in game. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I definitely see them going the route of because I was just saying a bit ago, like the way it seems to me is it looks like the premium Ace Pass is pretty much gonna be the new avenue of putting DLC planes into the game. Like pretty much instead of selling just straight up DLC, they're gonna be like, hey, buy the premium pass, and the instant that you buy the pass, you unlock the plane. So basically they're doing DLC planes, but giving you like a little season pass thing with it, pretty much. At least that's how I'm seeing it right now. And I definitely see it being like themed seasons for a bunch of the old games, right? Like season 2 might be like an Ace Combat X season, or what's it? An Ace Combat 5 season or something, right? Like themed passes for each game.
I'm about to send you an objective point on radar.
Razgree's season.
All planes assume attack
Yes,
formation.
pretty much.
Alpha 2 to launch.
Oh my god. I lost control for a second there.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
I hear RCL in the distance. It's a bit ominous.
Missile evaded.
Shattered Skies Premium Pass. I feel like an AC4 pass would be kind of lame aside from like the Wyvern.
Weapons running low.
Because the Wyvern is a classic.
All special weapons used.
But I don't... Oh, I guess like Mobius skins and stuff. Okay. Never mind. It wouldn't be lame.
Warning, incoming missile.
People would fucking cream their pants over a Mobius F-22 skin. Never mind.
Alpha 2, Fox 2.
I say that and then I remember. Mobius 1.
Missile was evaded.
Yellow 37 skin too. True. True. ACX pass will be the creamiest. I want like a World War II propeller plane themed season. I want a propeller plane season. They're gonna be terrible, but they're gonna be fun. That's what I want.
Operation Bravo complete.
Joint assault style. Just throw the propeller planes in there for the hell of it.
Operation Alpha complete. You're doing great. Continue on with the mission. Alpha 2's been
We're
shut
never
down.
getting those, and you know it. We've gotten propeller planes in some AC games before.
Operation Airspace.
They're rare, but we get them here and there.
Target coordinates have been sent. This is the last group.
Joint assault, which whenever I finally finish this shit up, is what we're doing, has them.
Lock on.
So like the next game in the 100% will have them. I think Infinity had a couple. Oh yeah, I haven't played Infinity yet, but I could totally see Infinity having some. Propeller plane themed season. It could be like a World War II themed season. That like for the plane, it just brings in propeller planes, right? That's more what I was thinking, like a World War II themed season.
Stage complete. All aircraft return to base.
Have the subscription for everything, but still gradually add DLC packs later? Maybe. Or they could go like that more modern battle pass route, that like Halo Infinite or like Marathon, and I can only think of a handful of games that use it, but it's slowly becoming more popular for battle passes to like be released for their season and kind of be limited time, but then still be available after that season. They're not limited time anymore is what I mean. I don't know why I said they're kind of limited time. Like, there's still a seasonal event, is what I mean. But then, if you want to, like, buy it later and grind it out later, you can. I love that model of Battle Pass so much more. Like, I still just generally don't really like the Battle Pass thing in my games. But at the very least, that model where, like, the old passes are always available to purchase or grind just whenever you want if you pick up the game later or don't play for a bit and maybe miss a season or two. I hope that that's what they go with for AC8. It's wishful thinking, but I really do hope that that's what they end up going with. Especially if you're going to be putting, like, premium planes on the paid tier, right? Because, like, imagine if you miss season 1 of the game and you don't buy the premium pass during that season, and then you can just never get the Morgan, right? So hopefully they either do release them as just straight up DLC later, or do like a version of the Battle Pass model where you can always go back and buy them later if you missed them. I would definitely prefer that they go that route.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
You look like a good piece of fuckable meat.
There are some good ones in there. How Horizon 4 and 5 works with the festival playlist? I don't know. I didn't play them.
I would stick my arm in it.
Who would have thought that this would become the most popular redeem? Just false saying some crazy shit. Completely random. Did make James stick his arm in it like 3 times already. James sticks his arms in anything, man. Believe you me. Ugh. Waiting for one to be insta-death? I wish. How does Hot Sauce never have points? Because he spends them immediately.
Special weapons running low. All special weapons used. Crashed.
My headphones are trying to fall off the back of my head while I'm drinking. He doesn't chat and then spends them on false quotes. True. Got it. He chats when he tells you you are wrong and when he says bye. You know what? You're right, actually.
Alpha 1, ESM is active.
How did it feel having this be your only Ace Combat experience for months? It's like being on a hamster wheel. Going at full sprint.
Special weapons running low.
This has been my only Ace Combat experience for a while.
Not possible.
What?
Alpha 1 here. Requesting attack support from all pilots. All special weapons used.
Oh.
We have radar lock on. Not possible. Missile missed.
Tibby said 80k points to get Cole pregnant was the deal, wasn't it? No. No, it was not.
This is Alpha 2. Roger that.
Does that include when the hamster shits on the wheel and sends it flying everywhere? That hasn't happened yet.
Requesting attack support from all pilots. Alpha 1 here. Requesting attack support from all pilots. This is Alpha 2. Roger that. Alpha 1 here. Requesting attack support from all pilots. Negative. Alpha 2 launch. Will go.
I wish men could get pregnant. Bet you do.
Crashed.
Oh, I hope that didn't get picked up.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
What would you do if you suddenly lost your save at like 90%? I would do it again. I have to prove myself. After Obo shitposting and memeing about it, I have to. Talking about me on his stream, calling me an Ace Combat 6 streamer.
Alpha 2 crashed.
At this point, I have to finish it no matter what.
Fire. Enemy aircraft down. Shut down.
What if your account got banned from Microsoft? I would make a new one.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Get the!
I feel bad for Funny because he's gonna be like 98% done when you are. Yeah. He's gonna be pretty close, actually. He has some, I think he has like some of the 30 achievements. I think that's ban evading. I paid for it. They'll take my money happily.
Alpha 2 launch.
Console ban even? I would buy a new console. Nothing can stop me.
Shut down.
Microsoft accounts are free though. Yeah, but you need Game Pass for multiplayer.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
What if Microsoft murders you? I'll do it. Don't call it that. I almost called it Xbox Live. I almost did. Xbox Live doesn't exist anymore. It's just Game Pass now. It's just part of Game Pass.
Alpha 2's been shut down. Fire.
Sorry, I'm stimming with the map. My bad. What if Game Pass is shut down? The recomp exists.
Enemy kill confirmed.
You should fight Obo on his own territory. 1v1 in AC4 versus local split screen. I actually don't live that far from Obo.
Special weapons running low.
I found out when we were hanging out last month. I don't know if where he lives is public, so I won't say. Where I live isn't public either, actually. Not since I moved a couple months ago, but I don't live terribly far from him.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Isn't public for now. I live very far from ACF. There will be no split screening him unless... What's it? Unless there's another event or something that we're both at.
Stage complete. All aircraft return to base.
ACF is Canadian?
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Is that known? It must be, if you're saying it. I didn't know if it was, like, publicly known. Half Brazilian. Okay, so it is known. Yeah, he is Brazilian. He's from Brazil. Pretty sure you said it. It must be then if I said it. Because if I ever don't know if it is, I don't say it. So it must be.
Siri, how to fuck?
Well, explain it, Siri. Come on. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, but like. Alright.
On Google, it says he's Canadian. He lives in Canada, but he's not from Canada. When are you adding a Nya redeem? Never. It's his own posts, to be fair. Man's posts a lot. He does. He's super active.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Oh, there was another hydrate. I missed it. I'm seeing a lot of Russian jets. Well, the Su-33 has become a bit of a favorite in these streams. Good luck. I want to chat. Oh god, okay. I got this.
Fire. Shut down.
Bruh, it was just bad timing.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
I was going for that crazy shot, you know?
Lock on. Alpha 2 launch.
I got him. I got it. With what is apparently the debriefing music. I could check. I have the debriefing music recorded. Sounds like Armored Core 3 music, weirdly. Now that I don't remember. I think RNG hates me, maybe.
Fire.
Will you be on a team? Okay. I guess if I select team B, I think it should put both of you on team A, right? I mean, we could just all manually do it to be sure, but I'm pretty sure if I just selected B, it would put both of you on A. Reminds me of milk. Now, I don't remember anything like that. Like, even remotely like that.
Special weapons running low. Enemy aircraft down.
Oh, those are qualms. Shit.
All special weapons used. Box 2.
That was a good machine gun hit.
Missile struck target. We have radar lock on. Missile missed. This is Alpha 2. Roger that.
Shit. If I got like the tiniest bit more before that stall, that would have been a kill.
Enemy plane down.
I'm just one with my machine gun this game, I guess. Jesus.
Shot
Oh,
down.
okay. Ate a qualm right to the face.
Alpha 1, engage the
Oh,
enemy.
the death music. That I don't have recorded.
Fire.
The Shadows song has been my favorite I've heard thus far. It's really good. That was probably my favorite too. You just sit and watch your gameplay of 8. I haven't really since editing the video, but like, that's just because editing a video like that, I end up watching everything over like a good few times. You know?
Unknown incoming.
Oh my god, where's the ground? Alright, I got it. Lost my sense of place for a second, but we're fine now. Doesn't happen in 6 or Infinity. It doesn't? Like when you crash, it doesn't refill? No? Oh. I would like that a lot better, probably. They refill like that in ACX as well, in the multiplayer.
Target in visual range. Commencing support roll.
Matches are also shorter. That's true. AC6 multiplayer matches are long. Bet you miss X's multiplayer? Not really. 6's is a lot better.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
It's just we've played so fucking much of it. I like X's more? Really? I like 6's a lot more. Yeah, I was gonna say, the only thing that I feel like X has over 6 is that there's more variety in game modes. But then, what's it? My thing with that is that, like, half of the game modes in X are not very good beyond, like, the novelty factor of them. Like, base assault, terrible. Actually just awful. Some of them were good, but like base assault, capture the flag seemed so fun at first, but then you actually get to playing it and it kind of plays like shit because there's just not really enough players for it. Sorry, that was a team battle. We're getting places. Is X mainline? No. X is a spin-off. I mean, we did 3v3 Siege. That was peak. Yeah, Siege is really good with more people. Speaking of, let's get one in. Was amusing. CTF with a higher player count would be peak. Yeah. CTF would be good, or whatever they called it. I think it was Beacon Battle, wasn't it? It would be good if the player count didn't max out at 4. Like, if you could get even 8 people, if it could be like 4v4 in Beacon Battle, it would be really good. It would be very nice. But 2v2 is just not enough for a mode like that to be fun. Because you get one person who's stuck with the beacon and then one defending. And it becomes a mess, like, really quickly. Gonna do this all over again in Assault Horizon. Assault Horizon's achievements aren't anywhere near as bad. 6's achievements are just awful. The wiki calls X a secondary game with Assault Horizon and stuff being spin-offs. A secondary game is a spin-off. Does he? He does. Was wondering if he was gonna have that. fuck's sake. Joint Assault will take longer? I doubt Joint Assault will take longer. There's no way. There's no way Joint Assault will take longer to get through than 6 or Assault Horizon.
Enemy down.
That was a crazy snipe. Shit. Fuck. No. No.
Shut down.
Shit.
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
Categorized that way because the only games they list as spin-offs are the non-Strange Reel games. Oh. I would just list anything not made by Aces or by the original like Namco team as spin-off. And then Assault Horizon as well. Because yeah. And Infinity.
PSM is active.
Infinity would probably have to go in that category too.
Enemy plane down.
Yeah, just because those two are so, like, far separated from everything else.
Shut
Shit.
down. Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
Project Aces helped with X. Yeah, but they didn't make it. They just offered support. Which we don't even really know what that means in the context of X. At least as far as I know. We don't really know like what exactly the support was.
Shut down.
And yeah, the thing, like, X is set in Strange Reel, but my thing is, like, it doesn't connect to the other games, you know? Like, the story is entirely its own thing in X.
Enemy plane down.
The support was "you got this." Yeah, but it could be like they actively were helping the entire way, or it could be more like they had some level of like oversight or approval process, or even just a production role. Support studio is a very broad term in the industry.
Engage the enemy.
It can mean so many things. Oh my god, I can't even see him. Just shoot where they're coming from. 6's is mostly self-contained too, yeah. Which is why it gets so weird with AC. Because they pretty much are self-contained for the most part, and just have like a tiny bit of overlap or like reference to each other.
Shut down.
Shit. Made Skycrawlers Innocent Aces. When is that review? At this rate, don't hold your breath.
Bravo 1.
I mentioned it before.
Operation Bravo failed.
In like interest polling, doing that for future reviews and stuff. Skycrawlers is on there as an option.
Operation
It is
Alpha
literally the one with the
failed.
least
Can't afford to
votes
lose anymore.
out of like all 100 options on there.
Shut down.
I think it got like 4 votes or something. Because even like I feel like most Ace Combat fans don't even really know about Skycrawlers.
Operation Charlie
Son of a
failed.
bitch.
Our forces are hanging on by a thread.
The fuck is a sky crawlers? Exactly.
Enemy down.
Oop, oop, oop.
Shot down.
It's one game, of course it has the least votes. There are a lot of options on there that are one game
The enemy.
with a lot more votes. It's overwhelmingly niche. Fuck's sake. I can't even see his lights from back there. My definition of a spin-off? Skycrawlers is entirely its own thing.
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
That's not even spin-off, that's just a whole other IP.
Enemy down. Special weapons running low.
What was more enjoyable, X2 or 3D? Probably 3D. The flight model in X2 is so fucking terrible.
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
It's actually awful. I feel like X2 has so many ideas that I love.
Stage complete. All aircraft return to base.
It's not even a spin-off, it's a whole other IP, Fist of the North Star. Like, you know the Japanese name of Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise? Like the actual name of the game, not in America. You know it?
Bravo 1, engage the enemy. I'm about to send you an objective point on radar. They know exactly what we plan to do.
Yes.
All planes, assume attack formation.
Like a dragon. It translates to like North Star.
Fire.
Like, it in Japan is straight up branded as like a tie-in game for the Yakuza series. Like, it is Yakuza,
Shot down.
just wearing like a Fist of the North Star coat of paint, basically. And they advertised it that way in Japan, just in America they didn't, because they didn't think it would do much
Bravo 1.
with like the American market to advertise it that way. I feel like they're crazy. I feel like it would have done better in America had they advertised it that way.
Special weapons running low. All special weapons used. Careful now, they're tracking you on radar. Missile was evaded. Missile strike confirmed. SAM destroyed. Shot down. Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
It's Yakuza, but Kenshiro is doing ah-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. It pretty much is. Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise is such a cute game. It's not terribly great compared to most Yakuza titles, but it has so much charm to it. Granted, I'm a Fist of the North Star fan. Because he knows I'm right. No, I think you're looking into it too much.
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
I think he's that one. Nope, that's an F-14. That's Blade. There he is. Jesus Christ. shit. Oh, fuck's sake. Is it better than Kiwami 3?
What
I
is
haven't
it,
played
Pillow
Kiwami
Princess?
3. What is a pillow princess?
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
It's not bad aim. The EML in this game like throws you all over the place when you get hit by it. Oh shit. So if you get hit with that first shot, it becomes very hard to recover from it. Because you lose control of your plane.
Careful now, they're correcting you on radar. Missile was evaded. Sam kill confirmed. Shot down.
Holy shit. They're the only two who look out of place in Fist of the North Star. Yeah.
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
That's another thing too. There are Yakuza characters in Fist of the North Star. Like Kiryu is a DLC costume, but Komaki is in the game. The Amons are in the game. Like they feature mainline Yakuza characters in the Fist of the North Star game as well.
Sam destroyed. Shot down.
Oh my god, the flak.
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
Is that even him? No. That's him. Son of a bitch.
Shot down.
Shit. Would you say Lost Paradise is better than Dead Souls? Yeah. Like generally, yes.
Bravo 1, engage.
But Dead Souls also has so much charm to it. That's him. I was gonna say, AI planes don't move like that.
Anti-aircraft gun destroyed.
Doesn't have staple characters like that. Nagase.
We have radar lock on.
Edge is a different person half the time. Yeah, exactly. Like you could have put a Nagase in there, like just to tie it in. Specify your Nagase. I mean, like Nagase, it wouldn't have been either of them.
Bravo 1, engage.
You could have put in another Nagase in something like Skycrawler's game. God damn it.
Shot down.
There's 4? Aren't there 2? What do you mean there's 4?
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
I must have missed something big, because what? God damn it.
Enemy plane down.
Yeah, not including the Ridge Racer one. Aren't there 2 Nagases?
Warning, incoming missile.
There's like the AC2/4 one and then the 5/7 one,
Used.
right?
Shot down. Bravo 1, engage
Oh, there's one in Infinity. There are 3. Oh.
Shut down.
What the fuck is Ace Combat Ikaros in the sky?
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
What the fuck even is that? Is a novel book?
Warning, incoming missile.
You miss a game? No. No.
Special
There.
weapons running low. Operation Alpha complete. Move on to another airspace. Anti-aircraft
It's an Infinity tie-in?
Operation Bravo complete. You're doing great. Continue on with the mission.
So is it not the same one from Infinity?
Crashed. Operation Charlie complete. Enemy forces within Operation Airspace have been eliminated. Nice work. Target coordinates have been sent.
Oh, it's from the Assault Horizon universe. Oh.
Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
They wrote a fucking novel to tie into Assault Horizon?
Fired.
Yeah, that's him. The way it just moved there.
Warning, incoming missile.
Oh my god. He's weaving.
Shut down. Bravo 1, engage the enemy.
There was also an Assault Horizon prequel novella called The Last Ace. No fucking way. How have I never heard of either of these? This is great lore.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
So what you're telling me is that they really believed in Assault Horizon.
Special weapons running low. Careful now, they're tracking you on radar. Stage complete. All aircraft return to base.
Why can't he play Infinity? I could, but what's that? I can't like do a video in good faith with all of the graphical issues right now. So I'm just waiting. Cause I got on and I played a little bit, but there are way too many like graphical bugs. Well, there's not way too many, but the ones that are there are very significant. And like you can't look at gameplay of it and not notice them, right? Like they're very noticeable things that are on the screen almost all the time. Unless you're in like a high altitude mission, in which case they would not be on the screen. But for most Ace Combat missions, they would be on the screen like almost all the time. Fixes all the terrain issues. All the terrain issues, you say? Trees are also fixed. Like fully fixed now, not just partially fixed. Follows Bishop as the test pilot for a modified AI-controlled F-22 nicknamed Righteous. What? Where was any of that sort of stuff in Assault Horizon? Like crazy sci-fi planes? Where was any of that in the actual game? Should be in the patch, which is going soon. Soon trademark. All right, well, maybe. I've just been waiting on that.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
But I've already been on the revival server and everything. ACF wouldn't stop hounding me about it. I think I mentioned literally when we got on the bus, or the shuttle rather, going from our hotel to the venue for the capture event, we sit down, we like say hi, shake hands, you know, the usual. And literally the first thing he asks me after that is, have you played Infinity yet? Like genuine, just immediate, like first thing he said to me was, have you played Infinity yet? He was so happy. He was he was shitposting during the whole event too. He was like, they can't hear us talking about Infinity. They can't hear it. Don't let them hear you. And then later that day, I said something to Obo about Infinity, and he was just like, shh.
Warning, incoming missile.
Chat with ACF and Obo. It was more than a chat. We were like together pretty much the whole 2 days, to be honest. Because it would have been just us like hanging out a bit at the event, but then after we got back from the event, it's like 9 p.m. by the time we get back to our hotel. I was joking like, all right, well, I'll see you guys for the next one in 10 years. 10 years sound good? Seems reasonable. And ACF just looks at us. He's like, breakfast tomorrow. I was like, man, my flight's at like 10 a.m. He was like, breakfast at 7. So like literally got up as the sun was coming up to go to breakfast with those two. And then during the breakfast, he was like, what time are your flights? Because he was trying to see if we could like go to the airport together, hang out before our flights. It's just like, this guy is something else. He's fun. He's something else in a very fun way. Did you have breakfast at 7 with Ace Combat Fan? I did. We did meet up for breakfast at 7. ACF is fun. He is. He is a personality.
Enemy kill confirmed.
And those two, the hotel breakfast, they had like a buffet that they always did, and then they had like a small menu you could order off of. I was the only one who actually ordered off the menu. Those two just got there and they were like, all right, buffet time. I was like, buffet? And they got like breakfast burritos and stuff on the menu. I'm not paying more for the buffet than I would for like the better food.
Missile evaded.
Did you tell chat? Did I tell chat what?
Shut down.
Message me if you're not sure. The dude has the Brazilian energy. He does. Oh, that my mom called you Ginger?
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
No, I did not tell them that. But actually, speaking of me being like, oh, it's cheaper to, what's it? Order off the menu than get the buffet, and the food is better, right? When I said that to them at the breakfast, they both look at me and they're like, did you not get vouchers for the restaurant, for the food at the hotel? I was just like, no. They're like, yeah, Bandai Namco paid for the food too. I'm like,
Shut down.
no, I didn't get any vouchers. What?
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
But they did end up paying for my food. Because I messaged the rep who like organized the whole thing. And he was like, oh yeah, that's our bad. Some of you guys didn't get your vouchers. Just charge it to your room. Which thankfully I had just been charging it to my room. Because then it just goes on my card when I check out, right?
Reporting incoming missile.
So it all worked out. They did pay for my food, thankfully. But
Shut down.
I got lucky that I was charging it to the room and not like paying with a different card or cash or anything. You needed the Ace Pass for the food too? Yeah. Thank God they told me about it. I would have paid for all my food while I was there. I miss Beard Chole.
Fired.
Is he ginger? The camera makes it look brown. He's a blondie. I'm a dirty blonde. Like it's like a brownish, blondish kind of in between color. But then if I like spend a ton of time out in the sun for a short period, it just turns blonde.
Missile was evaded.
It depends on how much I'm going outside, but I'm typically not going outside much, so it stays darker.
Lock on.
But apparently False's mom thought I was ginger when she met me.
Shut down.
If you had known prior, would you have ordered the most luxurious food you could have? Probably. I'll be honest, probably. They
Alpha 1,
they
engage
covered
the enemy.
our Ubers to and from the airport too. And I won't lie, the Uber voucher paid for any ride as long as it was to or from the airport. So I got the nice Uber because they had already paid for it. So I was like, well, there's no point in not getting it. And like, that was the nicest, or those were the two nicest Uber rides of my life. Genuinely. Uber is always like a kind of mixed bag experience, like typically not that great.
Reporting incoming missile.
But bro, those Uber rides were nice. My Uber driver, when I got there, I told this to False because it was funny. My Uber driver, when I got there, we're like literally 1 minute away from the airport. We just left. Like I genuinely don't think we were even out of the airport, like property yet, right? This guy looks at me in the rear view mirror and he's like, hey, just so you know, all of these LA girls are gold diggers, okay? Be careful. I was just like, I laughed a little bit. I'm like, all right, man, thanks. Then he's like, no, really, be careful. They just want your money, man. And he says, but if you do go out and you're looking for a little fun, my recommendation, go for the Latinas. Bro, trying to save you. Bro was trying to put me on the Latina grind.
Enemy down.
Literally. Wait, he's spitting? And then like a couple minutes later, he looks back at me. He's like, wait a minute, are you married? I said, no. But, you know, I'm working on it. He was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm divorced. And I just died laughing. Because he was just like, oh, my bad. See, I'm divorced. That's why I say stuff like that.
Warning, incoming missile.
I was like, that probably was why the gold digger comment came out too. Noted.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
You probably thought you were well off for ordering Uber Black. That's exactly what I said to False. Is like, I was in the nice Uber that costs like double what a normal Uber ride costs. So he probably thought that I was wealthy. He probably, since he drives Uber Black, mostly gets clients who are wealthy, right?
Alpha 1 requesting attack
He
support
probably
from all
typically
flights.
gets like high-end clients driving that. So I bet he says that to like everyone.
Stage complete. All aircraft return to base.
Yeah, Uber Black, very nice experience. If I were rich, I would never pay for a normal Uber. Like, ever again. Genuinely. It's so much nicer. But I don't think I'll be riding one again anytime soon. These Yakuza videos ain't paying for the Uber Blacks, I'll tell you that. Anyway. It is about that time. Thank you, Valentine and Aben, for helping out with the games today. We went a good solid 2% up, chat. We're up to 66.56%. Pretty good. I think that's a little over 2%. I think we were at like 64.4, I want to say. A little more than 2% today. And that was with Valentine trying his damnedest to slow me down. Sweating his ass off today. I saw it. So I'd say that's pretty good. 70% is on the horizon. It's true. It's true. We're approaching the 70s, which is pretty good. I mean, 60s is already pretty good. More than 65, we can officially... That's new. Above 65 as of today. So I would say that's pretty good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing all sorts of other stuff like Yakuza, Resident Evil, Metal Gear, all sorts of good stuff. Come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed, before you leave a like on the stream. Helps out with algorithm and stuff. Boosts it up. You know how all that goes. Thank you if you've done so already. Thank you if you're about to do so. If you're looking for links to anything else outside of Twitch or YouTube to engage with the community, check out links in the description below. Things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. Those are all down there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.